Hi, I'm attorney Gary Nutskin. I'm an attorney here at Michigan Consumer Credit Lawyers. Many people ask me, how did I get to do what I do, which is fix credit reports and beat up debt collectors? It wasn't a pretty journey. In fact, it's not one I really like to talk about, but because so many people ask about it, they want to know my story, I feel I should tell it. So, as long as you're asking, here's what happened. I opened my firm in 1990. I didn't know what kind of law I wanted to practice, so I took every attorney I knew out to lunch. One day, a friend of mine handed me a bunch of receivables and said, try and collect these, see what you think. Well, I did a really good job collecting those receivables. They're on behalf of a medical practice. So that's the line of business I got into, and I got into it quite successfully. I represented collection agencies, hospitals, banks, big banks. You name it, I represented them and I did their collection work, and I developed a pretty fierce reputation. We also grew pretty quickly, went from my little self to a firm of 3 attorneys and about 10 support staff. It was a regular ant farm. One day in 2007, a lady took me to court that I got a judgment against. I represented a hospital system called Children's Hospital. When we got to the court, she started to tell the judge, look, judge, my kid got sick. I didn't ask for my kid to get sick. She and her husband were doing everything they could to keep their kid alive, and the bills were just mounting and mounting. They went through their insurance. They went through their life savings. They started to sell things. And as she started to continue through her story, I couldn't take it anymore. I raised my hands and I said, Judge, I'll agree to set aside the default. I went home that night and it really shook me up, and I told my wife, I don't want to do debt collection anymore. It's just not what I want to do. Slowly, I got rid of the debt collection work. About a couple of weeks later, another lady came into my office. Her identity had been stolen by her husband, and he also stole her family members' identities. I had a lot of fun suing the credit reporting agencies to clean up everyone's credit reports. I really enjoyed it. They were very appreciative that I was able to help. I then expanded the firm and started beating up debt collectors, because being a recovering debt collector, I know how they think. Today, we're the largest filer of debt collection, of lawsuits against debt collectors and against credit reporting agencies. I love what I do. I really love this kind of work. This is why I went to law school. I'm embarrassed that I hurt people along the way to get to this part of the law, but I'm glad I'm here. That's why I don't like to tell this story, but now you know it. That's how I got here. Thank you.